week's main event. My boys, straight out of the hood, BTW, black, talented wrestlers.
We're checking it. Hey! It's on, it's on. It's not how you fall, how you get up. It's not how you fall, how you get up. That's what encourages me. That's what encourages me.
So we know that if you were just out there with them in their corner, we'd know you'd probably pull a leg, help them win the match. Now, are you going to leave the microphone and help them do that this time?
And their opponents in tonight's feature matchup, Scott Reed and the Detonator, Rick Fuller.
First of all, never ask me a question and then cut me to the quick. I don't like that. I'll go upside your head. Second of all, I do not need to leave the broadcast booth because my boys, BTW, can take out.
You're right, because there's already 3 of them out there, so why would they need
Rick
you?
Wagner Brown is there to advise. He is injured. He is dressed in his street clothes. You know he has a knee injury. He's out there to advise.
Well, they didn't bring Danny Miles back from Japan, so I guess you guys have the advantage, don't you?
Is he really in Japan?
He's
Is
in
that a
Japan.
rumor?
He's in Japan.
Yes.
Have you ever wrestled in Japan?
I don't need to go to Japan, okay? I wrestled in the mean streets of Chinatown. Have you ever wrestled in Chinatown? No, you don't go to Chinatown because of full bunch of okay, you see that?
Right.
Great, you see that for all my Chinese brothers out there? Stephen K. Spada, and the K stands for Clan.
Will you stop? I had Chinese food in Chinatown. What's wrong with that?
You had Chinese food in some Chinese restaurant in some waspy establishment. You did not go down to Chinatown. But let's talk about this match. Big brother business. Rick Fuller thinks he's big, okay? And you have to admit, when Rick Fuller gets into the ring with big business, even Rick Fuller has to look up to the big brother business.
I'll tell you, big-time wrestling matchmakers put one hell of a main event right here on TV tonight. Scott Reed, Bobby Ocean, 2 athletes, great wrestlers, and they're teamed up with the 2 biggest men here in big-time wrestling. There's something exciting seeing these guys team up. These are unusual teams, never before, and we have it for you right here on TV this week.
I'll give it up to Scott Reed. Scott Reed has stepped up his game in the past several months, but my man, the Shaft, Bobby Ocean, he is the future of BTW, and I'm talking about black talent wrestlers. Look at that chain wrestling.
Scott Reed, look at them wrestling around.
Look at that catch
Who will come up with the...
Scott Reed can't hang. He can't hang with my boy. Look at that. Go on, look at that. Oh, that. Okay, he has a... That's right. Get out of the corner because they will get ready to double team.
I don't see Big Business being too quick to tag in.
Slick, tell him something.
Go ahead, Big Business. Get in the ring and lock up with Fuller.
Big Business is going to take his time. They're going to wrestle at their pace. That's why Slick is out there, to advise. Slow this down.
The crowd here at the Pro Fitness Plus Studios solidly behind Rick Fuller and Scott Reed.
And if Rick Fuller was all that, Stephen K., how come he's not getting in the drill of the big brother business? How come? I can tell you how come. Because he is scared. Call an elbow locker.
Look at these two giants. The power, the strength has to go to Fuller. The height, the reach definitely goes to Big Business.
Says who? What do you mean the power, strength go to Fuller?
Watch it. Watch him backed into the corner. Watch for the cheap shot.
Yeah,
we know you
Fuller.
probably taught him what to do. There you go. Fuller moved right out of the way.
And hit him with a low blow.
Couples right into the abdominal region by Fuller.
It was closed fist. Why don't you
Shoots
call the
him
match
off.
right?
Reversal. Closed fist. Caught the big man with a boot.
I'll give Fuller that. Caught him with the boot. But then went right to the gut. Low blows. Those are low blows. They appear to be below the belt to me, Stephen K.
Not both. Will you stop? And now his big. Look at the double team. Look at the double team.
There's a 5 count, brother. 1, 2, 3. You see?
All right,
and the
now,
referee
Are these two going to take on a bunch of your matches out there in the different towns because you have a bad back and Wagner's knee went?
We are not going to tip our hands at Black talented wrestlers. There's 4 of us, and you never know which ones are going to be in the
Bobby Ocean better watch out, because if Fuller gets his hands on him, there you have it. Went for the crossbody. You can't knock down a man of that size.
Right there was
1,
not
2, this is got to be it.
Nope, he kicked out. Right there was not a smart move. He better listen to Slick, okay? I know Slick didn't tell him to do that, okay? Ocean, young.
Did Slick
learning
tell
his
you to
craft.
fall off the ladder and let them all grab the belt?
No, but
Scott
Slick-
Reed coming in, big double team. They got 5 seconds. Swinging neck breaker by Reed. Reed goes to the pin.
1, 2. My boy kicks out. And Stephen K., I told you about asking me questions and then cutting me to the quick. Slick Wagner Brown told me to watch my back because they were going to cheat. And that's what they did. Good break up there by my
Reed
man,
went for the
Ocean.
front face lock. Bobby Ocean somehow had it left in him to back him at about 100 miles an hour into that turnbuckle.
And big business. He has a 5 count to break.
And now with those 3-foot-long arms, he wraps his thumbs right on the Adam's apple. That's what you're.
And
This
look
is
at that. He
sick.
just-
The referee distracted.
You know what? When you're here that the Alfonso boys do that, it's cool. When we do it, it's
I
sick.
have never seen the Delfonsos do it.
Well, then you
except
don't pay
maybe,
close attention
except
to the
maybe in
matches.
the Lynn Street fight where you guys got carted out in a dumpster on wheels, or maybe in Webster with nothing on.
In
no
Webster,
rules.
there was 157 rednecks that was given the Delfonso's weapons. 157, I counted them.
There were no weapons. There was just a ladder that they used to climb and take the belts back. And what is this?
Obviously, Scott Reed said something to Slick. Slick was minding his business and giving advice. This game a dope slap. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. You gotta
There is
respect
no
him.
need for him to be out there.
There's
And
no
now
need
a
for Scott
7-foot
Reed,
man is not good enough.
a 7-foot Nubian giant. Nubian giant. Yeah, how's that feel, Reed? Doesn't feel
Jolly
too good, does
green
it?
giant.
Doesn't feel good. Picks him up for a big body slam. Now, what is the brother Ocean going to do?
Ocean has
Is he gonna
already
take it
made
to
the
air?
tag. He's gonna.
Again, they got the 5
And
count.
Reed move! Reed move! Where's your instructions in? Wagner didn't tell him, hey, he's gonna move. And Fuller's just knocking him down like a tree.
What Ocean
Off
has
the
to
ropes.
do, Ocean has to
Fuller's
use his
down,
speed.
big back body drop. Almost threw him into the wall here in Derry.
And look at Fuller.
And he
I give him
caught
the low blow.
No.
I give him the low blow.
He had
went
no
straight for
reason.
the jewels.
He had
went
no
straight for
reason.
the jewels.
No reason to be
He went
getting
straight
in
for
that
the
ring.
jewels. He went straight for the jewels.
Watch out for Bobby Ocean. Off
And
the
that's a
top.
choke. That's
He
a
caught
choke. And he got a handful of
Full
draws.
effect.
A handful of draws.
Reed tags in.
Break it up,
Off
man.
the top rope, frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Fuller and Reed victorious. How do you like that?
I'll tell you what, referee Sal has the most inconsistent 3 count in all New England professional wrestling. That was a quick 3 count. Then you got a chokehold right there, followed by a handful of draws. But this is okay. When we do this,
I
we want to
thought
call the top.
Metrano
No,
lost
I
during
got
the
this
replay.
off the top rope. There.
What a
Fast
great
count,
way.
1, 2, and a
Fans,
handful of
get your
tights.
tickets
A
for
handful of
Chicopee.
tights by Scott Reed.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan this Sunday right on Causeway Street before the Rumble. Causeway tickets, $239 Causeway. Meet Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
AJ Metrano had it right. You are the biggest jerk in this company.
Fans, we'll see you this Sunday at Causeway Tickets right on Causeway Street.